I think that the only way that you can break people out of these bad media environments, I think it actually has to be, this is so self-serving, I'm so sorry, but I think it has to be done through debate. I think it's like the most important thing that you can possibly do. Because something that I realized, I was reflecting on my time doing that show with Peter Boghossian, and as I'm arguing with people, like I realize what's happening. What's happening is they're getting a whole bunch of horrible information from whatever conservative commentator they listen to or centrist commentator they listen to. And then I can argue with them and I can pummel them and destroy every argument and be the debate god or whatever. But it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, they can go back and listen to that person. But I think it does something to your mind when you see your, and this is feedback I got a lot when I did debates in the past. It does something to your mind when you see your like information god be forced to actually confront something that he said that he can't defend when he's actually challenged on it. This is one of the reasons why all of these people try so hard to avoid actually debating the merits of any of their ideas like the fucking plague. So people on the far left do it. Obviously, you have your Hassans. Everybody on the right does it because right now they have like the cultural power. But as long as you never get confronted on that, you can perpetually create an echo chamber that furthers basically whatever idea you want. Because as long as there's no factual reckoning to be done with the particular thing that's being spoken about, you can make whatever fucking claim you want about it, right? Like we could theoretically hold an election over whether or not there's blue elephants or pink giraffes on the dark side of the moon. And we can have that debate, and we can debate it until we're blue in the face. And that's essentially what all of our political debates are over now. It's over whether or not there are elephants or giraffes on the dark side of the moon. Because at the end of the day, nobody really knows what's going on at the FDA. Nobody really knows what's happening in the government. Nobody really knows what's going on at the border. Nobody really knows what's going on in Ukraine and Russia. Nobody really knows the history of Israel. Like no one knows any of this shit. We just kind of like go on what the fucking media tells us for a lot of this stuff. And unless you actually see the person that you listen to, unless you see them being forced to confront somebody and defend that point, you just assume it's true because you're never going to learn otherwise, you know?